Sing away. Bring back the orchestra. All right, look at the trees. You can see the leaves. A gentle breeze, the wind is building. You can see the leaves on the trees. Look at it, from the wind. Quite obvious. It's there just like that wall, but you have to see it, class. The wind builds up. The leaves are flickering. Brings back the orchestra. Storm on the horizon. Storm on the horizon. Thunder. Lightning. Lightning. Thunder. Spring. Master Bishop Band. Nobody could touch him in his day. He had the audiences mesmerized. But what he could do with a violin. Concerto. Then he brings back the orchestra. More intense now, because you got a storm on the horizon, you see? More intense. It's there. The storm kind of subsides now. Sunshine peeks back through the clouds. The birds come back now. Vivaldi. Dynamic. Piano. Nobody could touch him in his day. He was just like that artist with that canvas, class. With the paint and the paintbrush. He could eloquently portray what he wanted that audience to conceive. Like nobody else. And the harpsichord on the end. Antonio Vivaldi, students. See, students, the title of your textbook is what?
The Art of Listening.
I will teach you the art of listening, class. When you leave me and put on those CDs, you'll be able to listen for something now. See, we as musicians, this is what we hear. That's why we react to it. People say, you're crazy. But this is what we see and envision when we listen to a composer. This is what this man wants me to see. Are you with me, class? I want you to leave the airport without your baggage. I want you to have your ticket so you can take a flight. And you can speak intelligently to other folks when you leave me about a piece of music when they hear it. You can tell them what they are hearing. Even if it goes by them, zip. Like this went by most of you. You see. Vivaldi was a master picture painter. Hello? He took these young girls all over Europe. They were held in high regard. Yeah. First time ever women were performed before mass audiences was with Vivaldi. Right. First time women were able to perform before mass audiences were with this guy. Concerto, a multi-movement musical composition where you had one or two what? Solo instruments painting a picture. And that's what this guy did. Concerto. Now you know. Now he wrote a book of concertos called The Four Seasons, and each one of those were different. I like spring because it epitomizes, if you think about it, springtime. Flowers, beautiful, you know, storms on the horizon. I mean, in this part of the country, we know that. Look what happened last April, a couple of years ago. Storms, yeah. Hello, spring. This guy knew this. And he put it to music. Baroque period student, there are many composers, 56. I don't need to give you 500 composers in the Baroque period. Unnecessary. I got you on the 4 guys that dominated the Baroque period right here, in a nutshell. Beginning with the guy that opened the door, Monteverdi. Yeah, he opened the door. Bach, Handel, Vivaldi, Monteverdi. That's all the Baroque composers I would give you. Because they epitomize those things I had on the board. Drama, human emotions, state of the soul. Handel did all that in one composition with the Messiah. I mean, yeah, in one composition. And all these guys kind of follow suit. Kind of follow suit with this. Of course now, opera went on until the classical period, because all these guys dealt with a little bit of opera, okay? And went on to the classical period, and then late classical period, early romantic opera began to dwindle. I mean, just like everything, you know, falls apart in the musical history. I mean, you know, things change, music changes. Opera kind of died. But opera came back. One composer brought it back, Richard Wagner, German, who was a poet before he got seriously involved in writing music. But he brought opera to modern day, Richard Wagner. And some of his operas were 6 hours long. And it got to be so big, he had to build his own opera house. Richard Wagner had to build his own opera house. He built it in a city called Bayreuth, Germany. Bayreuth, Germany. And it still stands today, his grandchildren. And they still operate today. At certain times of the year, during the summer, you can't get in there, you know, because of the people that come from all over the world go to Bayreuth, Germany. He built a beautiful opera house, had it built just for his operas to be Isolde and Tristan and Lohengrin and Elsa's Procession to the Cathedral. And one that was very, very popular a few years back, Tom Cruise did a movie. History Man?
Last Samurai.
Huh?
Last Samurai.
No, that's Japanese. That's Japanese.
Oh, where they try to betray Hitler?
Valkyrie.
Glorious Bastards.
No.
It's Valkyrie.
Yeah, Valkyrie.
I knew what it was.
Yeah, and they come close
Yeah. Well, that's
I
Richard.
haven't seen the movie.
But that's, oh, you haven't? Oh, wow. How many people seen that? Valkyries.
I just knew the story.
Yeah. Well, the Flight of the Valkyries, that's Richard Wagner. That album he had on, he was playing for his family. When the bombs started falling, they went into the little bomb shelter. And as the bomb was falling, the record was, that's Flight of the Valkyries, which is from an opera by who? Wagner, who Hitler adored. And not only that, propaganda minister Goebbels used to fly the Valkyries for the Luftwaffe pilots before they went in bomber missions. To get them hyped, you know, fly the Valkyries. Dun, 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 dun. We get into that a little bit later when we get into the romantic period. I'll play the Flight of the Valkyries. And you'll know why propaganda minister Goebbels played that for the pilots, the Luftwaffe pilots, before they went on bomber missions. That's how Wagner was used in World War II.
They tried to betray Hitler, didn't they?
Well, they didn't try. They
They were caught.
yeah. I'll give you that story when we get into the romantic period, more in detail about how that went down. In July of 1944, that's when it went down, and that was the last serious attempt on his life.